Hey guys, I found a matching unit here in our fleet. This one should have the same generator and be similar. The pumps on the inside are going to be laid out just slightly different. On this one, they're stacked on top of each other. Your guys' units were brand new, and the change that they made on the new ones with the pumps are side by side, but that shouldn't change much. So I guess step one is if the unit's running. If the unit's not running, start it. If it is running, you come back here. And you want to have your pump off, your left pump off, your right pump off, your burner off. So you're going to flip you can still have the unit powered running, the generator can be running, the breakers can be on, the other switches can be off though. These ones right here. Step one is you need to turn the valve off on the outlet that comes out of the burner or the boiler, which is going to be this one right there. So coming out of the boiler is going to be that valve that needs to be turned off. Okay, once you have that one off, there's a hose that you can use to fill. It's typically tucked underneath the spools. And you can see it just has an open end. Sometimes we put these little valves on the end, little garden hose valves. Some of them don't have them. Yours may not have that. If it has them, you can go ahead and open it. Okay. And obviously take the cap off. This is the hose that will ultimately go in your glycol bucket, or whatever you bought glycol in. It will just go inside. Just put it in there, go to the bottom. Now you need to trace this hose back. There's another valve that you need to turn. So if you trace that hose back, you'll see it comes back to here. So you need to pull this pin. Pull that pin. And then open this valve. And what that does is it allows fluid to come in this hose out the back. And it utilizes the pumps, the pumping system, and then it will pump the fluid back up to tank. Once those two valves are open, again, make sure this is in your glycol bucket that you bought the glycol in. Hold it in the bottom of the bucket or have someone hold it. You come over here to the control panel, you're going to do HTF Fill. Now that's going to only run as long as you're holding it. So it's spring loaded, it's going to be off unless you hold it up. Okay? Now there's nothing there, so it's not in a bucket, so I'm not going to do anything. Once you're done with that, once you've filled it up and you're done, you're going to do everything backwards that you just did. You're going to come back here, flip this back in the off position, flip this back over, reinstall the pin in that, tuck that hose back underneath, put the cap back on. If it has one of these green valves, close it. Then once you have both those valves back open, have that stowed away, come back up here and turn your burner back on. Again, this is a rule of thumb. We always recommend this top temperature is at 100 degrees before you turn these on. It can be hard on the pumps to pump that cold glycol. We're close enough here, but once you got that temperature up, use your visual indicators over here. You'll see those start to spin. You know you got fluid running. That'll start to spin here in a minute. Again, this is your sight gauge right here, so make sure that sight gauge, you have fluid somewhere up in the halfway between those two marks. Okay? That's how you know you got enough in your tank. Alright guys, I think that basically covers it. Give me a call if you got any questions, but you should be good to go. So talk to you later.